All right, here we go. It's Eating with Sasquatch. I am the Sasquatch, and today we got something called Abbadon. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Scorpion venom. It's by Eternus Sauceworks, which I got this from Toth, Voodoo Chile company. He's selling the stuff. It's kind of pricey, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to go ahead and do kind of a quick review of this stuff. It says this stuff is 3.27 million Scoville heat units for use as a food additive. If I was going to use this as a food additive, I would say it's probably only for like something like drinks or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I guess to me, when I've used stuff like this, it's kind of not really worked so much for that, but yeah, so again, Thomas Toth. I'll put a link in the description on how to get in touch with him with Voodoo Chilies. So this stuff is made, I do know a little bit about this. This stuff is made with ethanol and chilies. So when you crack this open, you really kind of only smell the ethanol. But it's kind of it's an interesting product, to say the least. I'm going to go ahead and do a few drops here. You can see the color is nice and amber-like. Oh boy, I don't want to make it drop there. I don't want to drop it on my table. I already spilled some of this on my table. If you watched my Peruvian bullet hob challenge, the Bite the Bullet challenge, I'll put a link in the description for that one too. That was a hilarious video. And that was actually when I first tried this stuff. So you get to see my true initial reaction. The thing that I also noticed is as I tried this and as I did more of this, which I've done quite a bit, if you look at this, I've kind of developed a little bit of a tolerance to it, I guess you could say. But there really is no developing too much tolerance to this, but I've developed enough of a tolerance to it to where I can actually taste the peppers in there. Initially, I kind of only tasted the ethanol, and it was kind of an alcohol type taste, and just a lot of sting and burn. So, but now I can taste a little more. Let me go ahead and hit some drops here. I did 3 really big drops. Ooh. Okay, so this stuff is wild, man. You put it on your tongue, and where you hit your tongue at, where it hits on your tongue, it starts to feel like you just took flaming red hot nails and drove them into your tongue. Like, it stings so bad right in that area. Then as you swallow, it kind of rolls back into your throat, and it gets the throat going real good. But the tongue burn ends up being just tremendous. This stuff is not for the faint of heart. I'm not 100% sure 3.2 million Scoville is accurate, but it's hot. As far as tinctures go, and this is considered a tincture, as far as tinctures go, this is probably the hottest tincture that I've had. And I don't want to name the other ones, but I've had three other ones, I do believe. But this is probably the hottest. Oh, wow. See, then you have this problem where you're just talking and all of a sudden some of it kind of rolls back into your throat and it really lights your throat up. Wow. So this stuff, it's a high 6 in heat for me. If I keep doing drops, and this is just like 1 to 3 drops is a high 6 for me. If I keep doing drops, this stuff will get me to a 10. Sorry about the semi going by. But this stuff, basically, as much as you want out of this, it'll keep bringing it. So if I kept doing drops, it could put me right up into cap high and like floaty feeling. Right now, we're sitting, like I said, the funny thing about this too, when I say it's a 6, my nose is starting to go a little bit. It hasn't quite reached the 6 level yet. Normally in a 6, my eyes will go. Now, the only reason I'm still saying this is a 6 and my eyes might not go is I have gotten used to this stuff a little bit. But it's one of those things, the pain level, the sheer pain on my tongue with just 1 to 3 drops is incredible. I mean, it hurts worse than a lot of super hot peppers that I've had. It is a stingy burn. It is so enjoyable for me. I know some people are like, oh man, that's crazy. When you get to a certain point with your tolerance, something like this is just nice throughout the course of the day to just, you know, you want a little heat bump. I know it sounds funny, but I mean, seriously, you just want something to kick your capsaicin levels up. This is something that'll do that for you. I'll tell you what, I was driving home from Chicago a while back, and I was a little tired. It'd been a 12-hour day, and I was driving home, and I was getting kind of tired. I pulled this out, hit 2 drops probably. I was good for an hour. Like, I didn't feel tired for an hour. The stingy kind of burn just wakes you, I can't even talk, wakes you right up. My tongue's actually burning so bad it's making it hard to talk. So this is something that definitely, it's an acquired taste. It's got pepper flavor, but you're gonna have to build your tolerance up to get to where you can taste it. It's kind of pricey, and when I say kind of pricey, I mean, like, I believe his cost to sell it before shipping is $40, and then plus tax, so whatever that ends up being. I did pay for this. This is one of those that I just had to have. Brandon Peters from Heat 101 told me I needed to have this stuff, and I just wanted to have it. God, my tongue feels like it's bleeding right now. It's so hot. Nose is going still. So this is a unique item. I guess it's the best way I can put it. If you are a true chili head, a good tincture is kind of like, you know, one of the musts in your collection. Like, you should really have a good tincture in your collection. If you're not a chili head, this is probably going to be a little bit much for you. But for those specific people that are into tinctures, I strongly recommend this one. And those of you that have tried tinctures, you know there's nothing cheap about these things. They're, you know, there's some that you can get out there that are a little cheaper, but they taste horrible. And I mean, this isn't like the most pleasant taste in the world, but it does have a pepper taste to it. But every other tincture I've ever tried tastes like rotten soy sauce, like really spicy rotten soy sauce, and it's disgusting. This again has a taste of ethanol. Yeah, ethanol. God, I was about to say alcohol, but it kind of does. It kind of has like an alcohol taste, but ethanol, alcohol, whatever, kind of has that taste. But like I said, as you build tolerance, you'll get to actually taste the peppers in it. Not for the faint of heart at all. It will hurt you if you are just some random non-chili head and you try to do this. Your day is gonna suck. It'll probably suck for a good 20 to 30 minutes for 1 drop. So don't recommend this for just anybody. But if you're in the mood for a tincture and you are a chili head, I mean, it can make your day really fun. For me, I enjoy it. So I'll do 1 more drop and I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. But definitely go check him out. Voodoo Chile Company, Thomas Toth. It has a really wild experience, how it kind of like, there's like an aromatic heat, just, it just, it's like somebody struck a match right there on your tongue wherever it hits. And it burns like crazy right there, but it just kind of throughout the mouth. Really good stuff. I use it all the time. I mean, honestly, I've had this bottle less than a month. And granted, I did spill a little bit of it. But this stuff should last you a long time. It's not going to last me very long. I use it all the time. So, that being said, go check them out. Hit the subscribe button. I will put some links in the description for some friends of the show, including Heat 101, some other friends of the show. Go check them out. Subscribe to them as well. So, until next time, eat like a squatch.